What's up guys, Luke here from Luke's Points and Miles, and today we're going to review a brand new card from the bank that you love to hate, Wells Fargo. Now I know a lot of folks do not have the highest opinion of Wells Fargo, but we don't exactly have a ton of new credit cards coming out at the moment, and I honestly think this one is a pretty big deal. If you're team no annual fee, I think this card should definitely be on your radar. Now, some quick information about Wells Fargo is last year they discontinued the very popular Wells Fargo Propel card, and it looks as if this card is basically a reincarnation of that very popular card. Around the same time they discontinued the Propel card, Wells Fargo announced a complete refresh of their credit card lineup. Soon after, they introduced the Wells Fargo Active Cash, which is basically a 2% cash back card with a bonus, I might add. Nothing special, but if you are looking to build a no annual fee cashback setup, this is a card that could be base card, especially since Wells Fargo promised to build around it, and it looks like they are going to do just that. From where I'm sitting, it appears Wells Fargo is going to try to compete with the low or no annual fee setups, and once we get into this card, I think you'll agree they could be competitive. I'll review what we know about the card now, and then I'll compare it to a couple other setups, and I'll give my opinion on if it looks like something to add to the stable. But first, if you are new to the channel, we talk about credit cards, points, miles, cashback, and travel. If you're interested in those things, give us a chance and subscribe. We upload relevant content consistently, and I promise to never spam you with unrelated topics. Also, if you get any value or entertainment from this video, do me a huge favor and slap that like button. It goes a long way into pleasing the YouTube algorithm, and it helps me get this video in front of more eyeballs. With all that out of the way, let's jump right into it. Today, we are going to be talking about the Wells Fargo Autograph Visa Signature card. Now, this card has been released in select areas already, but is scheduled to be released nationwide in a couple of weeks. So if this video gets you interested, keep your eyes peeled for the big release. Will the card have a bonus? Reports state the card will have a sign-up bonus of 30,000 points for spending just $1,500 in 3 months. Initially, the card will have an introductory 0% APR for 12 months. Now, here on the channel, we never suggest anyone carrying a balance on a credit card, but we also understand life happens and 0% APR can be temporarily beneficial. Also, it's important to note that cardholders can redeem points for travel, gift cards, or statement credits, or when checking out online with PayPal. Generally, points are worth 1 cent each. In the past, Wells Fargo points could be redeemed for 1 cent per point in the form of a check. I don't see that listed as an option anywhere, but we can wait and see. So what does the card earn? Now, this is where things get interesting. There are a few no annual fee cards that earn rewards through bonus categories, but this one does seem to take it a step further. This card will earn 3 times on dining, 3 times on travel and transit, which would seem to be a very broad category, 3 times on gas stations, 3 times on select streaming services, and 3 times on select phone plans. 1 point on everything else. Is it me, or does that seem like a lot of 3 times categories? All that's left is groceries for most of our major spending. If you're scoring at home, I don't think there is another card out there with no annual fee that can do this. The Navy Federal More Rewards card seems like the closest competitor I could think of off the top of my head. That card gets 3 times on groceries, dining, and gas, and transit, but it currently does not have a bonus. Now, the next part is a trend I currently enjoy seeing. This no annual fee card actually has some extra perks. Cell phone protection up to $600 and 2 claims per year. That complements you'd earn paying your cell phone bill. That's not the best cell phone protection on the market, but it's a no annual fee card. No foreign transaction fees. That's a great perk with a no annual fee card, and it's something that's often overlooked. So if you're traveling overseas or to another country, you can bring this card with you, and it won't have that pesky 3% fee, and it has big league acceptance because it's a Visa. The card also offers some car rental insurance, which basically boils down to secondary insurance in the US and primary outside of the US. One thing though, if you are in Ireland, it will not be primary. I found that out the hard way when I got to Ireland earlier this year. They are one of 4 countries that won't accept our credit card insurances: Jamaica, Republic of Ireland, Northern Ireland, and Israel. So remember that when you plan your next Patrick's Day to Dublin. So the card is pretty basic, no transfer partners, no TSA pre-check credit, nothing like that. But I do want to mention that Wells Fargo cards will have some very competitive retail offers, and you can earn a substantial amount of extra value when using those offers. It's a very underrated ability that some of these credit cards are getting, and no one is really talking about it. So who is this card for? Well, it's definitely not going to appeal to the luxury travel card crowd, but I think it's a great option for those of you that collect no annual fee cards. It also pairs well with the Wells Fargo Active Cash. Please note that Wells Fargo does have its own rules about receiving credit card bonuses, so do your own due diligence when it comes to that. Does this card have a place in my wallet? No, not right now. Do I think it's a great option for some folks? Absolutely. I love building out in my mind no annual fee cashback setups. And if I'm completely honest, I think those setups either rival or are more valuable than the more expensive luxury card setups for most people. Now, for those of you that will forever refuse to even consider a Wells Fargo product, they appear to be trying to change the culture there. They have hired some heavy hitters in the banking industry, and they do have some former Chase bigwigs there. I would not be surprised if Wells Fargo can turn their reputation around and be competitive in this credit card market. They're in the top 4 largest banks in the US, and I think the future looks better for the Wells Fargo team. They just have to wait for some other banks to be caught doing bank things. Never get emotionally attached to any of these financial institutions, because you will always be a customer or product to them. Also, if you haven't checked out the Card Pointers Pro app, check out the link in my description. The app will help you organize your credit cards. It will track your 524 status, and it will make sure you don't miss your offers. They have a great free version for you to try out, as well as some very affordable plans. I expect some really cool updates in the near future with a new iOS update. Also, if you want to support the channel, we have tons of links in the description below. And guys, if you have time, check me out on socials. As always, if you've stayed all the way to the end, I appreciate you and I thank you.